Yeah, we're in Vancouver. We're just having a conference for kind of our community here in the Strathcona and like commercial and Broadway community, and we're having our first ever conference with the Baha'i community, and we're talking about how to make our community more vibrant and like involve as many people as we can. I moved here about 5 years ago, and when I came here, I struggled a lot with my confidence, self-esteem, and I had a group of people come knock on my door asking me if I wanted to join a group, and I was like, yeah, I would love to. And it kind of started off as that, and the more and more I did it, the more I understood that how this group has represented our community and how it should have as many people joining. And I decided to start my own junior youth program. And I've been currently doing it for almost a year. Just started like last summer. So yeah, that's how I kind of got started to being involved in the community. I do like a lot of like youth programs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my involvement. For me, a big part to why this is so important to me is because, like I said, where I come from, education was really hard to get. I was often kicked out of school because I couldn't afford school. And coming here and seeing all these kids, they have so much potential and so much energy to be the greatest version of themselves. And I've had friends who've gone like down the path I never wanted them to, and I tried my best to keep them. And being in a junior youth group, especially my siblings are part of, is making me make sure that I don't let the same thing happen to these junior youth group. I give them more opportunity. I'm there for them whenever they need me. That's part of it, because I had people there for me. I had all these junior youth group my age when I was a junior youth who have purpose to keep me in check, and I want to be an animator and also still be there for these junior youth group in the community to make sure they have a companion, a friend who has meaningful conversation with them, so they have someone to openly talk to about all these choices in their life, could be negative and positive, and have a support system. And whenever I can support them, I always try to redirect them to whoever can. And it really works, because one thing I really noticed about this junior youth group is they really like a teenage animator, and it works a lot, because like they all often ask me about high school, they ask me about like applications, and I'm like going through like, you know, all these high school experience. They ask me lots of questions, and having these group of kids like be interested in what I do and like coming up to that has been like something that has been so meaningful to me, which is why I've been sticking with junior youth for like the last 5 years. It's just been so meaningful. One big thing I really loved about the program was having a group of friends or people who have a purpose, because I grew up in a religious house. And one thing, when I first came here, reason I couldn't make friends is because there were a lot of people with no purpose around me, and I didn't want to be involved in that because I saw that I'm not growing as much. And so joining this group, I quickly saw everybody in it had a purpose, like whether it was graduating and getting into this school, or like it could be like volunteering and like using their volunteering and passion to like help people. It was so many different diverse group of people that literally captured my mind. I was like, captured my heart, and I really wanted to be a part of. That was a really big part to why I was like, I want to be here. Yeah. I think the role of young people in general is, like I said, having a purpose and values that they want to go by, making sure they always go whatever their values is, and making sure that they're helping as much people as they can along the way to kind of like have a purpose and make each other better. Because if I have a purpose and you have a purpose, we both strive to get it together. And if I have a purpose and you don't have a purpose, it's just like a one-person fight, right? And I think that should be what every young person should strive to get, would be have another mentor and find their purpose. And it doesn't, finding your purpose doesn't mean, oh, I want to go into this college and do this. It could be, my purpose for right now is just volunteering. My purpose for right now is to graduate high school. Have a purpose, and that's important. It could be as small or as big as you want. Your purpose could be a 30-day purpose where you're trying to achieve something, but if you're continuously trying to achieve something, you are always going to be the best version of yourself, because you're looking up to something and you're just trying to achieve it each time. A theme that stood out to me a lot was we learned about the true moral purpose, which is kind of like you learn yourself and you also in return help other people. So you do something that benefits you and benefits other. Like, for example, for me, that has been a really big part, because okay, I do volunteering with these little kids. They teach me so many things, like even like my phones, how to use it, and also just having a meaningful conversation with them. I learned how to be patient. I learned so many different things from perspectives and everything. And also they kind of benefit from me. Also they learn stuff from me. And I think that piece of advice could be, you could take it and put it into any part of your life. It's as long as you have an intention of whatever you're doing to help other people and also kind of benefit from it sometimes, it would be a really great way to make a community a more vibrant place and a better place. And yeah, that's one big theme that's really been new and great to me, for me.